9th of morning star. I slept fitfully, which made it easy to get up just before dawn. I packed up my things and headed out to meet Falion. Luckily, I already knew where the summoning circle was, since I'd passed it in my previous visit looking for the hidden treasure. When I arrived, Falion was already there. We wasted no time in getting the ritual underway. Falion? Are you ready?
Good, you're here.
I am here. Oh, this ritual. Well, let's just get it over with.
As you desire. I call upon Oblivion Realms, the home of those who are not our ancestors. Answer my plea. As in death there is new life, in Oblivion there is a beginning for that which has ended. I call forth that power. Accept the soul that we offer. As the sun ends the night, end the darkness of this soul. Return life to the creature you see before you. The ritual is complete. Good to see you.
Eh? And you? Wait, did you mean I am me again? By the gods, yes, I can feel it. Oh, I can feel it. It was brief, and nothing was actually required of me. It was remarkably easy to undo the curse, especially compared with what I'd faced being turned in the first place. When the ritual was complete, I felt immediately lighter somehow, and I also felt in desperate need of a bath. I need a bath now. But the sun isn't even up yet. Gods, it's cold here. The marsh water was entirely too cold and too dirty for me to consider bathing. So I rode south into the hills where I'd passed a waterfall 2 days before. Come on, boy. Let's head back to that waterfall we passed the other day. Climbing up the slope, I found a gentle and temperate stream that seemed perfect. Oh yes, this looks much warmer. Here. Yes, this spot is perfect. I built a campfire right by the stream and took a nice long bath, followed by a refreshing swim. Oh, that is so much better. This water feels just right. Afterwards, I put on my soft sleeping robe and, peering into the water, was astounded to see myself, for the first time in remembered history. Gone were the sunken cheeks, the sharp bones, the hideous purple eye paint and red rouge. Gone were my yellow-orange glowing eyes, I could see blue irises and fresh, clean skin tinted with a healthy color. I laughed and I cried, happy tears of unbounded joy. I sat by the fire to dry off and stay warm as morning turned to day. I watched the clouds part and disappear as the sun rose higher in the sky. Sweet divines, the sun! I felt it on my skin, and it felt good. Oh, I laughed and I cried again, raising my face to its warmth. I peered about me, and everything was so beautiful. The sky, the sun, the earth. I was alive, truly alive. My heart felt somehow light and yet full at the same time, and I could hardly believe such feelings of happiness were possible after everything I had been through and after everything I had done. Spreading out a bed of leaves on the ground, I lay among the grass, stilled my thoughts, and let myself truly feel this new beginning. I turned my face into the sun, felt its warm rays upon my skin, felt a gentle breeze kiss my cheek, and I felt free. This must be the grace of the gods themselves, not just freeing me from the past, but forgiving me for it as well, gifting me with another chance, a chance to bring good to the world this time. I sat for a long time, basking in the warm emotion and silently offering prayers of gratitude to the gods. Finally, my stomach rumbled and I lurched in surprise. Hunger? Actual, true human hunger. I laughed in amazement as I got up and packed up the campsite. I needed to be on my way. I had a task to complete, and I was now on human time. It was going to take a while to get used to tending my mortal needs again. I was long out of practice. I pulled on all my armor and climbed into the saddle. I felt so good that I didn't even mind having to get nearer to Dawnstar to battle with the spirit of the skeever. As I was riding away, I realized that I should collect some of the fresh water to drink. I turned back and rode towards the stream, but I barely got 10 paces down the trail when I heard a loud but familiar sound echo from the sky. It was a dragon. I tried to hide, but it wasn't fooled. I tried to run, but it followed me. Finally, I spotted a shrine to Kinnereth up in the hills above the stream. It was built with 2 sturdy stone pillars where I was able to take shelter. From that relatively protected spot, I concentrated my mind and watched in wonderment as shards of magical ice formed between my hands. I quickly shot them towards the dragon, feeling immense relief that I still had some magical ability. I could not cast as quickly as I had before, and I wearied much faster. So it took some time, but I continued to shoot icicles at the beast over and over until it was finally grounded. Shorest bones. How can I defeat a dragon? Wait. Potions. Yes, I have potions. Where did he go? Ah, where is he? Beast. Stendar, preserve me. Look at him. God, he's going to eat me. No, no, not now. Not after everything I've endured. You are not going to kill me. Here he comes again. Oh, truly terrifying. Can he slow down? Oh, Mighty 8, I wish I had some help. Ah! You scaly monster. Uh-oh. Now what do I do? No, I am not going to die.
Watching as the creature began to stalk towards me, I panicked a little and looked for a way to flee. But with no obvious escape route in sight, my courage rallied. I charged straight for the dragon and hacked at its side until it was finally defeated.
Me! hurts. I'm bleeding. Oh, I need healing.
As it slumped to the ground, so did I, exhausted but victorious and grateful. It seemed I had not lost my magic completely. Praise the gods!
I really did it.
I limped back up the hill to the shrine and offered prayers of thanks to Kine. By the time I was done, evening was falling, so I began to gather some wood for a campfire.
Who is this?
While scouting, I came across a horse whose previous master had fallen to the dragon's fire. I could not leave the horse to the bears, so I ended up adopting him. I called him Lucky for the fact that he was
horse,
still alive.
You cannot stay out here all alone. Come along, you lucky thing.
I pitched my tent on a small island in the middle of the stream, built up a nice fire, and snuggled into my bedroll, feeling that things were perhaps heading in the right direction for me at long last.